Hello and welcome back to Madmen with a Box Live, our weekly live stream where we talk about the so much news that we have this week. I'm joined with, on my left, with Professor Pixel. He's currently haunted.
I should have put dead. Dead inside. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of news this week, and by not a lot, I mean non-existent.
But we do have a review coming up at the end of this.
Yes, but stay tuned to the end. We'll be reviewing the Fourth Doctor Big Finish story, The Haunting of Malkin Place. Not Villa Diodati, not Bly Manor, not whatever the other one is. I don't remember what the other haunting was.
The first one? Hill House?
Hill House? That's...
So, for show and tell, it's interesting this week. So, I am a huge believer in Android products. I love Android products. Phones. Well, not computers as much. But for phones, I usually stick to Android. This might change my mind. I got an iPad recently, and I entered... I was looking for a Dalek voice changer because that's one of the fun things to play with. They don't have that on the App Store. What they had, though, was a Doctor Who magazine app. And basically what it is it doesn't exist on Android. But you can access the library, and you have to make an account and stuff, but you can access it through here. And so now... I've subscribed. I've gotten the entire backlog they've offered for, it said it was like 73 cents per issue, but it was $100 for all of it, all the way back to 2013. But I have a subscription for the next 3 months, so I can read. I finished this issue already, but Doctor Who magazine, it'll settle. Yeah. And I've got to be honest, obviously, when information gets put onto the internet, it comes through and it's filtered to a degree by people like, oh, I'm going to show you this bit, but I'm not going to show you the rest. Yeah. I didn't realize just to what degree Doctor Who fans were doing that to Doctor Who magazine. Because what was the big kerfluffle that we had just a couple weeks ago? Doctor Who magazine, this was revealed. It's something stupid. The sonic screwdriver. People were complaining about the sonic screwdriver because the designer was talking about what he did to design it, to make the prop, what inspiration he took. And people were complaining because, oh, well, you're saying that there's no 11 in there, there's no anything, even though it obviously has this inspired by 11 and the claws inspired by 11. But the bit that shows right there doesn't say that. It talks about the spinny things down here because that was inspired by the laser screwdriver. And it talked about this cage, saying that it's kind of a callback to when the Doctor was told he'd make a good Dalek, which is a silly thing to say. Anyway.
That's such a weird thing to be like the Doctor getting a new screwdriver and deciding, you know what? I really like the Master's laser screwdriver. So I kind of like the Dalek's gun stick. I'm going to incorporate this into my sonic screwdriver. Like, it's such a weird choice.
But anyway, the point is, the article goes into depth about the design, into a depth that is not explored by Twitter or X, as they like to call it.
Yeah, say it right, okay? Stop dead naming it. I'd expect this from Jimmy of all people, but not you.
But yeah, no, so it's a silly thing. It was a silly thing to complain about, but all I could remember is how people were complaining throughout the past few months about little things that would come in the magazine. It's their outrage of the month. But yeah, so people are complaining for no reason, and that I just you find it so interesting. Landry, who used to frequent Madman with the Box, I think used to, because I can't get in contact with the guy. I should send him a tweet saying, "Give me a phone number" or something. But because he can't answer the direct messages, I guess he can't see them. So anyway, what I was saying was he talked about Doctor Who magazine because he would buy issues of it. And he's right. He's absolutely right. If you are a Doctor Who fan and you are interested in the behind the scenes, the goings on, there's a letter from Russell every month and you can see the excitement. It just hypes you up every time, because I've been just going through it. It's great.
Yeah, I've been getting the physical copies, but they come in like very late. So I do have. I'm going to move my camera. That poster up there. So it came from the Doctor Who magazine, Dalek Invasion of Earth and War Games. It's double-sided. So on the other side is Inferno and City of Death.
So you're saying that you have had a subscription all this time, and
you've not a subscription. I order through my comic book store.
Oh, okay.
Just whenever they have their monthly like directs open.
Yeah, I obviously wish this was physical, but it's so much cheaper this way. Like significantly cheaper this way. If I was subscribing, I'd be paying it's like close to like $30 an issue. And yeah,
I think that's similar.
I'm not doing that when I can buy a whole bunch of them all once. But anyway, now Ant-Man and August. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show for the week. That's all the Doctor Who I've got. And now it's time for news.
Yes. Very, very minuscule news. Now, do we want to go into the whole Rose thing? Because that's been popping up. Recently.
Yeah, before I bring it up.
So there's been discussions while Pixel gets his Baja Blast ready.
It's like my fourth one.
There's been discussions that the fact that we have David Tennant back as the Doctor, and he's back with Catherine Taylor's Donna, but Donna has a daughter named Rose. Now, a lot of people have been saying that they're not going to be happy if 14 makes a huge deal that Donna's daughter is called Rose, given 10's relationship with Rose Tyler, back in the day. It's going to be such a oh my God, you called her Rose. Oh, I remember Rose. I clapped. And I think, no, that's not going to be the case, because we've already kind of seen this before. We've seen this at least kind of twice. We saw this in the next Doctor when the Doctor, the not Doctor, introduces his companion Rosita, and the Doctor's like, Rosita? They're like, that's a nice name. That's the extent of a Rose reference. And then, if you want to be more recent, when Jack mentions Rose in 13's presence, she's kind of just like, eh. Kind of like, eh, about it. Which kind of makes sense.
11 had a little bit more when he had that whole hologram thing, and they kept showing the holographic PNGs of companions. And it was Rose. He had a reaction, but then he had further reactions because it was in Martha and then Donna. And yeah, it's just adding on and on.
I don't think it's going to be a huge deal that a lot of people are blowing it up to be. I think it's going to be just a kind of like a sweet moment. Like, you named her Rose? like
Yeah,
something like that. It's not going to be like this
it'll
huge
have
big
like
thing, and it's going to be
it'll have like
stuck on it for like. It's just like, every time I look at her, she reminds me of Rose. It's just like they're not the same person. Like,
so the thing is, I think there might be like I can picture the scene as, did you say Rose? And then you hear the musical cue, but it'll go back to whatever it is instantly. Because like even in like recent interviews, one David Tennant said that as 14, it's not the same as just being 10. Yes, he's back. He's 10 again for a new incarnation, but he's been through 3 other lives since having that face originally. So he's a new doctor. He is 14. He's 10 teen, but he is his own. That means that you have 2 incarnations of the Doctor that run around for a little bit. Getting to read Liberation of the Daleks has been pretty good too, and it's all right. It's not spectacular or anything, but it's all right.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's either just not good or it's just all right. Rose had herpes, which is why he didn't kiss. Of course, you of all people would think that, Jimmy.
I'm not putting that on the screen, Jimmy. that can go into the abyss of things that we never address. Well, yeah, no, I think it's silly that people are like, oh, he's going to make a big deal out of it, and I'm scared because I don't like it. Or the other way around, where people want to make a big deal out of it. He should have a reaction. It's Twitter. It's Twitter. What?
Sorry,
Don't name X.
Sorry, it's X.
They call it that in Doctor Who magazine now, because it used to be on Twitter, and they would have the thing, but they changed it to X because that's what it has been for.
Cancel your subscription now.
No, there's too much good information. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's people being people. Speaking of people, let's talk about 2 of them that are alien people. So they have revealed the cover for a new release with my favorite trio that I can never pronounce. The
Paternoster.
Paternoster, that's right. Paternoster Gang, Rogues Gallery, and it has he is the Doctor, but probably not the one you were expect. I love that Big Finish actually cut themselves off. I didn't realize that when I sent it to the group. I thought it just said not the one you were expecting. I was like, this feels like a joke now, because
it's a joke that's getting run into the ground.
Yeah, because he is appearing in War Doctor Begins.
Yep, he's in War Doctor Begins, and he has 2 of his own box sets.
Yeah. Yep. And then, is there one more that he was appearing in that I not?
He's going to be in Once in Future. We just don't know when.
One day. One day.
We're not bringing that up, Maranya.
No, Maranya, come on, man. A lot of people were bringing up in this cover, which I think this cover's fine. I'm a little confused as to why they're separating each one. It seems like they each have their own individual adventures.
I think that is the case.
3 individual adventures?
Or they're the focus of each story. Like, they're obviously going to be together, but like each story has someone. One of them is the focus of it. So,
I think one of the stories actually, and I don't know if they have it here. Yes, number 3, focusing on Jenny. She has decided she wants a wedding, a real wedding with Vastra before their family and friends. That is going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Lisa McMullen, which I believe we just listened to her. Didn't she do Two's Company?
Yes.
Yeah, so we know she can write a great time, so that should be good.
You know what's funny? I'm looking at like who's writing this box set.
Mm-hmm.
Strax's actor, Dan Starkey, is writing one of the stories.
I love
just
dance.
not the Strax one. He's writing the Vastra story. That's so weird.
Well, he's not. If you think about it, I think he just prefers writing other characters than what he plays. He does play a lot of Suntarans. He is the Suntaran. I think he's. I knew he wrote a couple things, but that's neat. Who's writing the Strax story then?
Barnaby K. So regular.
All right. Yeah, no, this looks interesting. Looks like fun. I like fun. Any thoughts? Have you been listening to the other ones at all? Or
I've only listened to the first box set. I've got all of them, but I've only listened to the first one, and I enjoyed it. There's a nice little like opposite. There's like a rival gang, and it's all a twist on them.
Oh.
So it is like a human, a Silurian, and a Sontaran, but instead like the human is male, and is in love with the Sontaran. They're the couple, the human and the Sontaran. It's such a. It's like, okay, sure. You know, I like chips. I like potatoes. I want to go that far. I've never tried to rizz up a potato.
They've got all those muscles.
No, it's that round head that's going for them.
So here's a happy.
Speaking of hotness,
yeah, he posted a gym picture, Shirigawa, and he said season 2 approaches, and I'm
now I gotta say this is probably 15's best outfit.
Shut up. That's what it says on the band. Please, Fox. Push to open.
I mean, it's blue, black, and white. Yeah.
So yeah, season 2 is approaching. What a way to announce that. I mean, season 15. I don't.
Yeah, but his second season.
His second season. They're at Bad Wolf. I'm pretty sure they are referring to it as like season 1 and 2, but they're going to release it obviously as, hey, this is the continuation of the new series.
15, yeah.
They're not going to make the first season of Doctor Who.
It'd be too confusing. Like, it's not like a huge gap like with Classic and New Who, where it's like, okay, they're bringing the show back. It's essentially a soft reboot.
Yeah.
So we'll start at series 1. Because they obviously want, like, we want the old fans back, but we also want the new fans. And we're going to be driving away new fans if we call it season 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although that doesn't stop some people on Twitter. Sorry, X. Some people on X. Some people online that referring to, like,
X.
New Who with,
we'll
like, referring to New Who with, like, Classic Who numbering. So series 1 is like season 27. It's like,
that's idiotic.
We know the difference when you say season 1 and series 1. Or people who number the master.
You can't number the master.
You can't number the master.
They don't.
When you have to take into account the Anthony Ainley, the Jeffrey Beavers / Peter Pratt, and the Eric Roberts master, as well as the one from the Golden Tipple one that was in the intro of the movie, are all technically number 13.
No, they aren't. Because wasn't Delgado actually number 13? Oh no,
Depending on the source, depending on
who knows?
Who knows? Delgado is either 12 or 13.
Close to the end, and it's just mind-boggling.
But anyway, yeah, season 2, so series 15 of Doctor Who approaches.
Yeah, it means that they're going to start filming. If you get Doctor Who magazine, You can read the production notes. They're always fun to read. But
We have a story. There are lights in it. Doctor goes somewhere.
There was something that I marked down earlier that I forgot. Like, I was trying to keep it in mind for tonight because I was like, we didn't talk about this before because we didn't read it.
We don't read.
Read? What's
Readings for losers. We're Doctor Who fans.
We only read Doctor Who novels that are just even more confusing than...
Oh, yeah, you know.
Get that time worm ready.
Don't remind me.
You're reminded.
I haven't read the rest of it yet. I still need to.
Last bit. They have revealed the cover for Once and Future Time Lord Immemorial. And this is the one that you're going to end up having. This is the
standard cover.
The standard with the look who's back. It's the Sandman.
It's Sleep No More.
It says
Big Finish. I've had some problems with you like recently, but thank you.
Sleep No More.
Big Finish recognizing peak. Okay, Sleep No More. You fucking geniuses, you. I joke, but it's not. Yeah, we joke, but it's not obviously the Sandman from Sleep No More because they didn't technically really have faces. They had like closed eyes.
Yeah, they had mouths.
They did have mouths. I don't think they were that big. I can't remember. That would require me to rewatch Sleep No More. More sand.
More sand. More sand. More sand. More sand. No, you're going to drown in sand. You need out of there. So
Anakin Skywalker would hate this cover.
Despise it. It's very interesting to see, obviously, 9 David Warner. That's going to be great. I know. Deep breath. I know it's the multiverse. You're tired of the multiverse. You can't help it. Doctor Who, out of anything, has the right. Not that multiverse. Sandman, Eric Breen.
Fucking multiverse.
But no,
I saw because of have you weird tangent. You've watched the recent episode of Ahsoka?
No.
Episode 4? You haven't?
No.
I've watched it. I went, It's weird because I was kind of like, it's okay, but like everyone's like, holy shit, this is like the best episode ever.
You're missing context, man. You're missing context.
If I need to watch fucking 20 million seasons of 2 different TV shows to get context for a fucking live action show, that's not good. I don't want to do extra homework. It should work on its own. But anyway, they do something in there, and I'm guessing it harkens back to Rebels because it's nothing but, guys, remember Rebels? Clap.
Yeah.
It really is like the Red Letter Media joke. They did it for Rogue One. Star Destroyers, I'm gonna come. Guys, remember Darth Vader?
It's not remember Rebels. It's taking elements from Rebels that matter. But
anyway, someone brought up, and I'm like, no, can you stop this? And it's like, what if Star Wars did multiverse? Is this leading into multiverse? And I'm like, can you shut the fuck up, please? Can we just... I want to go back in time, and whoever invented the concept of multiverse, I'm going to unalive them. Because it is so annoying. It's a concept I love, but it is so oversaturated.
I mean, right now, yeah, it is. No,
I don't. Everyone wants to do multiverse.
Doctor Who doesn't do that often. Like it has.
It doesn't. But even
it's surprising how few instances of a multiverse concept they use. They'll use pocket universes. They'll use, oh, this is a trapped moment. It's not. They avoid the multiverse as much as possible. Usually,
and even when they do, like Unbound is like completely separate.
Yeah.
Until I think that's until New Adventures of Bernice Summerfield, they never interacted with main timeline.
Yeah, but even then, she went over to...
She went over there and then came back with Warner's Doctor.
To the main universe?
Yeah. The whole point is that he wanted to escape. Because his universe was dying.
Huh. I'm thinking then.
Because
No,
they've done multiverse stuff before, but like not to the extreme that like everything else has been doing it, like
lately,
DC and Marvel.
Well, they're comic books. They're comic book universe.
You do know comics have more than one idea.
Do they? Usually,
what are you, the editors in DC and Marvel? We have more than one idea. What if a war happened in Gotham? I know we've done that before, but can we do it again? But make it stupider.
16th. Oh my God! Catwoman's explanation. Oh, I'm making all the criminals cat burglars. We're stealing ethically. Go eat shit.
That is like
horrible.
I know a lot of people didn't like New 52 Catwoman, but Teenie Howard is the worst thing to happen to Catwoman in like recent years, and I'm including Batcat. But yeah, this cover
is all right.
Looks good. You know, going back to Doctor Who, what we're here for, this cover.
Yes.
I like that the covers, aside from Two's Company, that's probably the most fucking worst cover. A lot of the covers have been gotten progressively better.
There's the one with AI art. You're saying that one was better than Two's Company? The one that morphed the curator, the sixth curator's face? That made him look really fake.
Goes from like the bottom is that one, then Two's Company.
But Two's Company's fun.
The story is, the cover's not. The cover is so weak.
I'm really looking forward to this story.
So am I. Next week and then this one are going to be hopefully really interesting, but I know they are not going to progress the plot any further.
Yeah, and using there's a Gallifreyan symbol on that right there.
I mean, yeah, it's everything to do with. It's called Time Lord Immemorial. I would hope there would be.
I know, but wasn't there like? Damn it! I don't have the description up. Well, we might.
Yeah, they're visiting the hall of the Time Lord Immemorial or something.
Yes,
so there is a
they
Time
visit.
Lord.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's what I'm missing. Again, very tired. But I think this is going to be a very good story.
Hopefully.
We're going to have to see how they're handling future degeneration.
Yeah, because that's like I said, that does not make sense. That's not a degeneration.
That's the biggest oof, depending on how it goes. But yeah, no, it'll be fun to see. Do you think that Liv is going to recognize that this is 9? Because they met, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this. When was this recorded? Because remember, Chris Eccleston said he worked with Warner like some time ago. So it could have been well before they did Ninth Doctor. That it reached that point of the Ninth Doctor adventures where he meets Liv and Tanya.
Coda, then yeah. Wow, we only have 2 more left.
It doesn't say yet. It doesn't say when it's been recorded. So I don't
They have
know.
nothing about Union yet. The Union.
Yeah,
Who do we
weird.
think is going to be the Union?
Well, who's left? 8.
8, and then it's Coda.
8 and then War Doctor.
Well, I don't think War Doctor is going to lead it.
Nah.
Again, did you see that comment we got where somebody said if they surprise announce what's his name? Oh crap!
Jacob Dubman?
Yes, if they announce Dudman, then I have
Who knows?
precognition.
That depends. That's when code is coming out because it still says 2024.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is, to be fair, that's November 2024 is probably going to be the same time I actually get the CDs. So,
no, not for that one. You're going to get all the rest, and then
all the rest.
Then you'll go there, and then you have to wait. Yes. So the Time War Doctor, blah 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 blah. Slipping between bodies, the 9th Doctor finds his TARDIS caught between universes as the cosmos start to break down. A doctor from another reality arrives, and they join forces with Liv, Chenka, and the Luminette to find the cause. Someone desecrated the mythical hall of the Time Lord Immemorial. That last line sounds so cool. Yes. It's going to be interesting to see. It's recorded, production credits, recorded on... It's not there, is it?
It's not there.
So the world may never know. Who knows?
Even if Liv does remember 2's company introduced the degeneration affects memory.
Yeah.
So they're just going to forget anyway. Oh well.
Yeah. Sorry, it reminded me about that. I'm still very mixed on that.
All right. Well, entertain the masses because I need to use the restroom quickly. So I'll be right back.
Well. Anyway, at Publix, where shopping is a fun. Like I was saying before, reading Doctor Who magazine is a very pleasant experience. With all the kinds of notes that you get in there, I know I'm trying to sell you on it, but Miranya, Time Lord Immortus. Been around since the beginning of time. Yes. Like I said, I have it all the way back to 2013 issue 456, and I hope it stays that way. I hope they don't cycle through. I don't think they do, but I just realized that would really suck. Because I paid. But anyway, yeah, no. I'm interested in doing a deep dive back, getting the perspective of what I have now to, Peter Capaldi's the new Doctor? That's going to be fun.
Did I time travel? He's the new Doctor?
I was talking about reading the old issues soon. So. Doctor Who magazine. But yes. Anyway... That's pretty much what I was saying. So it's time, isn't it?
Yes, it is time for our review. So we picked a Big Finish story. So we are reviewing, we listened to and are reviewing The Haunting of Malkin Place. It is the 5th story in the 6th series of the 4th Doctor Adventures, starring Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor and Lalla Ward as Romana 2. It has the Doctor and Romana encountering a spiritualist who has been sent to deal with ghosts that are haunting Malkin Place. Ooh, spooky.
It's spooky season.
It's next month. Come on, it's too early. It's too early. Next month. Next month is spooky season, okay?
There are people already wanting to celebrate Christmas. Don't at
No,
me, bro.
I'm with you there. Like,
Don't at me, bro.
my workplace is ready, getting like Christmas stuff ready to sell, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Calm down. We're not even got shit for Halloween yet. It's some of our inventory. The pictures
Y'all
for it.
celebrate Halloween?
No, not really.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate it.
They don't in my girlfriend Philippines. Not at all. So
that's a very Americanized holiday for something that wasn't created in America.
Not at all. Well, it's actually interesting. I did a reading on the history of Halloween, and a lot of the traditions are from Irish heritage, Irish and Scottish. And
Irish, Scottish. You got to have
so them
Day
immigrants.
of the Dead for Mexico.
Yes, there's obviously a lot of ties.
Typical Americans can't invent anything; just have to take it from everyone else.
We're the melting pot.
You just wanted to use an excuse to get drunk.
Oh God!
Actually, no, wait, that's us. That's Australia. We are so open to any holiday.
Calm yourself. That's Ireland. I'm sorry, they don't need an excuse.
Those idiots can't even grow potatoes properly.
Why do you think they can't grow potatoes?
Okay. We can't grow potatoes. We had a famine. Can't grow potatoes. Idiots. It's easy. You stick them in the ground and water them every once in a while. They're that fucking hard.
You sound more Eastern European than Irish.
But anyway, the Haunting of Malkin Place. What were your thoughts on this story?
It is a story. So
it is one of the stories of all. Maranya, no. I like the Doctor Who TV movie, but it does not make Doctor Who better. Considering what the original ideas they had for it were, it wasn't good. They would have made it the most American thing ever. The Doctor needs a love interest, he's actually half human. And the Daleks are these weird spider things.
Daleks.
The Dalek.
So this story, it has a lot of fun elements into it. I know that sounds weird to say when you have a spooky thing. I liked Tom Baker with the spiritualist. That was very fun. One of the elements that I'm not the biggest fan of in this story is I feel it's very different for Romana and the Doctor compared to the show, which it makes sense considering the time difference in recording. One was a honeymoon phase, and now is a lot of and now it's kind of bittersweet. I'm pretty sure they're on recording terms. They can stand each other for a booth now. Don't need to get into that.
I don't know their personal lives, so who knows?
I heard that there was a time that they were making adventures for Big Finish, but they refused to record together. So they would record separately. That's what I heard. No. Because, one of Layla Ward's quotes was, I get asked all the time what the the monster and Tom Baker. Trouble. But no, I just think that there's something different in their dynamic here, kind of. What I do like, and I don't think we really care about spoilers for this one. What I did like was the setup at the beginning. Oh no, don't go into the attic. I have a note from myself.
Yeah.
And it turned out that at the end, he goes back through a time tunnel to 5 years prior, and he just waits it out in their apartment that they are staying at.
That's just a funny concept of just like the Doctor just up there in the attic, just waiting for them to leave so that he could just come back.
Oh, I tried to grow a mustache. I'm afraid it didn't come out very well. which is actually funny because there is that picture of him with a mustache at some point. But yeah, no, that's fun. Tom Baker obviously sounds great. It's amazing.
Tom Baker in this sounds like it's still him back in the 70s.
Layla Ward too.
Layla Ward too.
Sorry.
Although to be fair, when was this release?
When was it recorded?
6 years ago.
When was it recorded?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Find out.
Want to go into it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Fine, then I'll look it up.
Might as well. We're almost 40 minutes. We are at 40 minutes now. We've done a better job.
What? It doesn't say.
That's bullshit. It's bullshit. But okay. So I think that there's fun with the story. I'm sadly just not really interested in the Malkin family. Like, they exist. They are at the center of it. I didn't know they were brother and sister for the good portion of like the first like 20 minutes. I thought they were like lovers or something. We have to get out of this house. No, we can't. Oh, well, knowing Victorian England. No, sorry. It's not Victorian. It's I think that the Malkin family is the weakest part, except the housekeeper or whatever her name is. The governess, whatever.
Yeah.
Telling the spiritualist, oh, don't worry, there are spirits here. There are spirits here. I know. It's me.
Real Bruce Willis moment. Sixth Sense. I'm the ghost.
Oh no!
I'm surprised they haven't done that. That wasn't done a lot. But no, yeah, I thought this story was fine.
Yeah,
I think it was okay. Yeah, it did have some fun moments in it, but nothing about it really stands out. This is just a story.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's just a story.
Yep. That's pretty much.
Which I think can really sum up a lot of these Fourth Doctor adventures. It's just that they're just a story. Which is so weird because he's the one who went with adventures, because I'm going to assume they did it because like 5, 6, 7, 8 had so much in the monthly range. So it's like, okay, we need to pump out like a lot of stuff for like Baker's Doctor to kind of like catch up to a degree.
I mean,
because he was so popular, like we want some more.
But I think a good portion of it is pretty much what they're doing with 9 right now. Like 9 doesn't have anything major going on in his stories. He has good stories, and he has some that are mediocre. None of them are like really bad, but it's just mid and then good, mid good, and it's because it didn't seem like 9 doing Big Finish seemed like another reality.
Yeah. I think that's the same with 4. It's like getting Tom Baker back. It's like, wow, we got it back.
It took some time. It took time to get Tom Baker back compared to the rest. But I mean, look at the catalog too. For Tom Baker, he was the longest running Doctor until is he still technically? No. There's one other.
I think he had the most seasons. Oh no. I can't remember. I think it's longest running.
I think he's still the longest running Doctor. He had the most stories. He was the face of Doctor Who. And so they bring him on and they want to be safe. And you can be safe for only so long. For 9, he had 1 season, 13 stories. 13, right?
Yeah.
13 stories, 12 or 13.
No, 13. 13 stories. You're right.
13 stories, and that was it for the longest time, because it didn't seem like Christopher Eccleston would ever return. but he did. And so now we have, like we said, mid good, but it's amazing that he has more. For Tom Baker, he has already some really great stories on television, and he has even more great stories on television because he was there for so long. I think it's a ratio thing. Even 5, 6, and 7. 6 gets his redemption in Big Finish for a lot of people because he had 2 seasons. One was not received well at all. And then the other was still mixed by some people. My favorite, but other people. And 7 just got to continue. And that was good for him. 8 may be the Big Finish Doctor, but he didn't need redemption from his movie. He needed more.
Yeah.
And
well, to be fair, he did get more than novels.
Wow.
But an actual
9 has novels. 9 has novels. It's not the same thing. I think.
Yeah, but 9 didn't continue his existence in novels. 8 did. That in the comic magazines were the only way that you could continue the incumbent Doctor at the time.
Yeah,
and it's more performance-wise. Yes, we bring Paul McGann back.
Yeah, and Marania, when Whomania did hit the U.S., Tom Baker was the Doctor.
Yeah,
Tom Baker.
So I can see why they recorded so much, which is funny because I saw someone point out recently. It's like saying it's so funny that they record so much early on for Baker, that like plot threads that have to be in his series appear earlier. Like the companion of Margaret debuts before she appears in the Fourth Doctor Adventures. She's in Ravenous. When the 9 is kidnapping all the Doctor's companions,
she's there.
That is her debut, and it was like it wasn't stated which Doctor she was a companion with, but because she was in a certain area with Fourth Doctor companions, everyone thought, okay, she's a Fourth Doctor companion that we haven't met yet. Then Solo came out, which introduces her as a Fourth Doctor companion. And it was like years in between. So like Ravenous companion piece comes out for Ravenous, and then years later Solo comes out, even though they were probably recorded roughly the same time.
And it's not a case like the Annihilators where they wanted to tease, 2 and Jamie, they're back. They did that on purpose. They wanted to give a tease of the second Doctor box set. But here it's just...
They just recorded so much, but they're releasing it like slowly.
Oh my god. The release...
Not even slowly. It's... I think they release like 2 or 3 box sets a year for Fourth Doctor. No, 2. 9th is what they're really just pumping out.
Well,
9th Doctor just seems like
a paycheck.
Yeah, 9th Doctor just seems like almost every month.
Yeah, no. Yeah. For 9th Doctor, he has more stories to tell with less plot to give. And 4...
Well, he has more stories to tell, but they keep telling the same story, which is what I have a problem with the 9th Doctor Adventures, is that it's I've said this so many times before, it is very obvious they want to do 9 and Rose stories, but they can't because of Christopher Eccleston's stipulations.
Yeah.
So you just get every story is just him by himself. And it's just the same thing. He'll have like a temporary companion, and then the story's over, they're gone. It's like, give me something different, please. Okay. There's only so many times you can feed me
point.
spaghetti bolognese until I say, "Can I have something else?"
At a certain point, just give him a gap. Just find a gap. Just use the weakest excuse you can to give him a gap after Rose. Like, not after Rose, you know what I mean. Like, in between.
Yeah.
Look for any excuse. Just give him something more. I'm learning to like people again. But he doesn't dislike people. That's the weird thing. Like, it's... I can't have a companion. What? Why? Why? Why can't you have a companion, Chris? It's because you don't want one. You're the star of the show.
I hate people. That's right.
But anyway.
But yeah.
Rankings.
So anyway, yep. How would you rank The Haunting of not Villa Diodati?
Which is actually really good, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But no, this one, it might be 5.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably. Yeah, I'd agree as well. 5.5.
I was going to go 5, but then I was like, no, I had fun moments in it. I had good moments.
Yeah, same here.
The rest of it is it's Doctor Who, so that gives it a point.
It's a story.
It is a story.
It's a story of all time.
A story of all time. Yeah. I wish I could say more, but there's really nothing more.
It really is. There's really not a lot going on, and it's not a lot going on in this story. Which is funny because when I look back like on the previous I'd say at least the previous first 4 series of the Fourth Doctor Adventures, I can remember stuff from them. Like series 1, yeah, you bring in series 1, you have like the 2-part finale that has the Jeffrey Beavers master in that. And series 2 is just the only time they do Fourth Doctor and Romana 1 stuff together. Because I think Mary Tam passed away sometime after.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is.
So they got Fourth Doctor Romana 1 stuff. And then series 3 had some interesting stories, like the Crooked Man, the Evil One. Series 4 had some good 2-parters in there. Requiem for the Rocket Man, Deathmatch, and then Fate of Krelos, Return to Telos. Series 5 is when I really kind of just black out and I'm like, what? And then series 6, because that's the current one I'm listening to now, which is what Haunting is in. It's I really can't tell you a lot about this series.
You exist.
You exist. Hooray.
Yeah. It's disappointing. But I mean...
I'm looking forward to series 7, because the 2-part finale for that has Sutek.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now that's...
Sutek the Destroyer. I always remember that. I always randomly remember that quote. I am Sutek. No, even before that. Evil? Your evil is my good. I am Sutek the Destroyer. Where I tread, I leave nothing but dust and darkness. Now I find that good. Such a great villain line.
Yeah.
More Sutek. That's not with Faction Paradox. More Sutek, please.
Yeah, no.
Yes, Breen, we're still talking about Doctor Who. It's like we're a Doctor Who channel.
I know. It's a shocking thing.
Shocking. Yeah.
But now we have our rankings. It's 54 minutes in. What's our topic next week? What are we aiming for?
Oh boy, topic next week.
Well, is it a topic or is it a review or what did we do last?
Let's have a look. So we did classic last week and new before that. So we could just do a random topic.
Okay.
Especially I think we'll have Jimmy back by then. Hopefully.
Maybe. saying maybe. Yeah, a topic worked fine. The last topic we did wasn't really a topic. It was ranking the
It
best.
was ranking best themes.
Which ranking
To which
was?
I'll say, Aiden from 50%.
I know.
7B is not a good fucking theme.
Well, he can say that all he wants, but I like it.
I don't.
No.
7BE is bad. Fucking PNG. The title sequence. The stupid spark effect. The only time that the 7B title sequence is good is in Big Finish. Because I don't get to see it, and they remove the stupid spark effect.
I don't notice that. I never noticed that. It's like
So if you re-listen to like the previous two 11 Doctor Chronicles or the one that's coming out in December, re-listen to the theme. That the spark effect is not there.
But I mean, when I went through the because they had that video we watched for our main reference to all of them. When I went through, I just didn't notice it. Like it didn't bother me.
But the spark, the after the title sequence, after the logo appears, it does the thunder, which doesn't really make sense because there's no thunder or like lightning, unlike with the previous one. Yeah, and then after it does the weird sparks onto the screen. I fucking hate that.
I like the rush. Stupid. I prefer the rush cloud look of the vortex to this is the middle of a lightning storm. I like it more, and the color is the way it's shifting. I just like it better. We'll just agree to disagree.
No, we'll agree that it's bad.
No,
it's not good. All of Series 7's title sequences are dog shit. They are so bad.
Do we want to do another ranking then?
What would we do a ranking on?
Well, obviously not title sequence.
Yeah, because I would take control and be like, okay, Peter Howell A, just to spite you.
Y'all each did a ranking of doctors and companions, so
we both did. Yep. Jimmy won't shut up about it, so he'll constantly remind you on that.
Did he do one more ranking video? He did his own companion.
I don't know.
Yeah. He did his own companion.
Hey, what's up, The Beast? No, it's not a stream of old episodes. Definitely not a stream of old episodes.
No.
We did that last week with Terror of the Autons.
Well, no, he means a stream of just the old Doctor Who episodes. He didn't.
I was going to say
sitting around talking.
What old Doctor Who episode is 9th Doctor's anniversary special cover?
Wow. To be fair, the thumbnail says.
Oh. The Haunting of Malkin Place? Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing. But we do talk about classic episodes. Just when
it
falls into a classic episode week.
Last week we did.
Last week we did Terror of the Autons, 3rd Doctor story. Great. So I don't know. What topic we're almost at an hour, so we can decide afterwards what topic. Either we do another ranking or just do another topic.
And rather than keep everybody waiting in suspense, just let them go home. Let them sleep.
We'll just let you all go to sleep.
All right. Say our goodbyes.
Yep. All right. That's it for this live stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out our previous live streams, our previous videos. I shall have a review of the new 5th Doctor box set, Into the Night, up maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Who knows? But thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Alon Z, Geronimo. Beat you to it. Beat you fucking to it.